Good evening. I'm Nemani Ndelembetiki of the Fiji Sun. Welcome to Fiji's only TV editorial show. This week, I have my say on positive developments in the country. What a week this has been. Despite what the naysayers and doomsayers say about our progress as a nation, events this week paint a positive picture. The events show we are moving forward at a steady pace. The Prime Minister, Voreqe Bainimarama, has set the pace and the tone himself. First, he extended the olive branch to the trade unions to come to the negotiating table in a bid to resolve the standoff between the government and the unions. Then, he announced the extension of the flag design consultations to December the 31st in reply to the unprecedented response for more discussions on the new flag. Hot on their heels is the announcement of a new air services agreement between Fiji and Tonga, which will benefit both countries. To cap off a great week, the Minister for Employment, Productivity and Industrial Relations, Choichi Konorote, announced that thousands of workers will benefit from a new minimum wage rate. Back to industrial relations. Mr. Bainimarama is leading by example when he calls on trade unions to attend talks. He says his government is ready to talk. All parties, including the employers, should now engage. Nothing will be achieved in a standoff. It will harden hearts, polarize the respective parties, and escalate the dispute to a level where it becomes unmanageable. Last week, I spoke about the importance of continuing dialogue. This is the right time to do it. Government is willing, the employers are ready. It's now up to the unions. If they are serious about championing the workers' rights, they will not hesitate to grab this opportunity. This is no time for grandstanding. A cynical reaction to the PM's invitation from a corner of the trade union leadership is the kind of negative stuff that we do not need at this time. Like I said last week, more can be achieved around the table than outside. On the flag debate, Mr. Bainimarama showed his government listens to the people. He realizes that many people want to engage in the discussions, so he has extended the deadline to December the 31st to allow for them. He has taken the wind off the sails of his opponents, trying to exploit the issue for political advantage. The air service deal with Tonga and the improvement of the basic wage rate are key economic performance indicators. The air agreement contains a lot of potential. It could mean more planes and more jobs for Fiji Airways. The icing on the cake for a great week was the raising of the national minimum wage rate from $2 an hour to $2.32. Thousands of workers, both from the formal and informal sectors, will benefit. The increase reflects a buoyant economy that enjoys a stable and peaceful environment. It also shows the growing confidence of this government to pass on economic gains to the ordinary people. When the world oil prices dropped, the government reduced local fuel prices accordingly. It brought smiles to many motorists, transport companies, and businesses in general because of the savings they would make. Wage increases mean more disposable income for workers. More money in the pocket helps stimulate economic growth. To maintain this growth, we need the government, the employers, and the trade unions to reach an agreement on the proposed labor reforms and avert a commission of inquiry by the International Labour Organization governing body. I'm Nemani Ndelembetiki, and that was my say. Read more of my views in the Fiji Sun. See you next week.